It is 12 noon. Time for my planned, unplanned daily live. Or it actually seems like a daily live because I'm driving into work and I always think about if you would be driving with me. What can we talk about today? First off, I would like to say and give a huge, humongous shout out to Coach Keto Rockstar Amy for making my Avenger the Meat Maven and doing a video on that. If you haven't seen it yet, I would suggest you checking out my channel after, of course, this live, and let me know what you think. It's me with my hair not in a bun, my billowing hair, long hair. I don't know if I ever told you guys that every year I donate, my hair grows like a weed. So every year I donate my hair via my beautician, of course, or as they call it nowadays, hairstylist. Back in our day, we called them beauticians. And we give it to the kids that don't have hair for making them free wigs. So that's a good thing. And Lord only knows I have enough of it thanks to my primarily meat-based life. With, of course, as you know, the occasional pickle. It is soon going to be the start of my annual 40-day fast. This will be my 15th year, and my body's actually looking forward to it. As a matter of fact, I have to think about eating sometimes. I ate this morning with the dogs. Did I tell you guys I eat dog food? See that commenting. Please understand, I cannot address you because I'm driving, of course, and being respectful of the road. So hello to all of my lookers, all of my viewers. I appreciate it. So the dogs and I ate, and we ate during Aaron's live today. I woke up at 10 minutes after 5, which was 10 minutes later than I normally wake up. I shouldn't say that. Typically I wake up at 10 minutes before 5. Regardless of when I fall asleep, I'm still up like clockwork. So today I had 6 hours and 18 minutes of sleep last night, which was just fine. I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Listen to Dr. Kiltz. He had a speaker on today that does the meat stock. Scott. He hosts the meat stock convention every year, and I would love to go to it. However, I'm still working full-time. The last couple years I've been having these surgeries that I've been having, and I really don't want to have another surgery this year. I am dealing with some upper trap issues, upper back, and today I went to physical therapy, got the exercise on. She gave me some exercise bands to work with and do my exercises. In the door, the bands in there, they're exercise tubes. So I put the blue one in the door and I exercise out, and the green one I hold in front of me. next step that they're talking about is maybe doing some paint shots, but seriously, I can't. It's not like me to keep whining, moaning, and complaining about issues. This body is a whole lot better than it used to be when I weighed 363 pounds. I was a lazy slug, slow and lazy, ugly Jerry, S-L-U-G. I just didn't have the ambition that I have right now. I have a lot of ambition right now. As a matter of fact, today is 6 months and 5 days since having my last hip surgery, the hip replacement. So slow but sure, in my opinion, it's slower than what I want to be at. But I realize that I'm not going to be doing any ballroom dancing and no jumping on trampolines like a wild person that I used to do. When we lived in southeastern Wisconsin, we had a trampoline. I loved it. Loved it. The menu for today was with the dogs that I ate, and they had the ground beef plain. And they eat 8 ounces of ground beef, so now I'm cooking 1.5 pounds of ground beef every day. They both have 8 ounces of ground beef cooked. I don't give them the fat just because it has a tendency to upset the German Shepherd's stomach. The new German Shepherd, Squeaky, I call her, because she makes this high-pitched squeak noise. She gobbles food like nobody's business. I'll feed her the 8 ounces of ground beef, warmed of course, minus the fat, the rendered fat, and I give her 4 ounces of the dehydrated full moon beef. So that's really a lot of beef. You would think, if looking at it, that doesn't look like it's a lot of food. It really is. Bear in mind, the dogs get their dehydrated chicken snacks all during the day as a snack. High protein. I just don't feed them junk. I don't feed them toast and bread and potatoes or vegetables. Dogs are meant to be carnivores. And previously, the German Shepherds that we had before, and I did the story with you guys last Sunday going to church, they ate everything we ate. They were plate lickers. And they all died of cancer, some form of cancer, except Ladybug 1.0, Lady 1.0. She had died, we believe, of a broken heart because Fred, one that had her shoulder removed due to the bone cancer, she died, and within 2 weeks, our first lady had died. Nothing was wrong with that dog, nothing. She was the German Shepherd that loved along with Fred. But I think I started Fred. All of our dogs are shelter dogs, and we rescued the German Shepherds. All we fed Fred when we got her was raw meat, and she loved it. When we got Lady 1.0, she took a shining to raw meat, raw chicken wings, raw duck necks, everything raw. She was fine with it. They ate well. Whatever Fred ate before, I don't know, because I don't know. She was from Chicago. We believe she was an outside dog. But my advice to people is, please feed your pets the standard pet diet, how animals are supposed to be fed in the wild. If we didn't have dogs, or if we had wild animals, they would be eating meat. We don't have a zoo. I'm not feeding the orangutans any fruit or vegetables. Why should I feed that fruits or vegetables to my dogs? Meat or ice cubes. That's it. I also noticed that a lot of my friends are feeding their people milk bones, and they swear by milk bones. They say, the friends, of course, well, it's good for their teeth. That they buy the greenings, I think, or the Nylabones. And first off, I look on every package that I purchase, primarily from the butcher. I don't have a UPC, and I don't have ingredients. I asked the butcher, do you have any duck today? Any duck bones, duck necks, chicken necks? They throw that away. So at least my butcher gives me free food for the dogs. It doesn't hurt to ask. Now, I don't, you would have to deal with a butcher specifically, but I don't go to a supermarket because primarily all the meats at a supermarket come already done. The butcher slices the steaks, etc. And if you want to get marrow bones at a grocery store, that's cheap. I can tell you though that marrow bones will clean your dog's teeth. I love roasted marrow bones and the inside marrow. It's delicious. That's the best New Year's Eve dinner for me, is a good steak, well-marbled steak, maybe some seafood as a side dish with roasted marrow and drawn butter on the side for dipping. Oh, yum, 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 yum. So to throw away the whites, I don't want to feed the whites to the dog, only because I have found with previous German Shepherds that we had before, with the whites, that affects their skin. Now I know, insofar as humans is concerned, that the whites can affect some humans too, with itchy skin, eczema, redness. If I have too many whites in the back of my hair here, just below my bun, I will find that that's sensitive when I have a lot of whites. Like the angel eggs that I make, for example. Love them. Also eat a lot of the whites because I'll eat the whole angel egg itself. For lunch today, I made a carnivore kind of bread-ish. You could say it's a non-Naan roll, but it's not. I made it with some chicken flour and egg yolks, and I had whipped up a white and blended that in, folded that in very gently, and cooked that with some garlic powder and made that into what looks like maybe, like I said, a naan bread or a pita. I'm going to be having that, and I have some ground beef that's been seasoned with garlic, some dill. Oh, you guys, I picked up a seedless, or as they call it, burpless cucumber. and I broke my November rule because I'm making this pita today. I made a sour cream dip with the cucumber. So much for my no dairy in November. But it is what it is. It's a little bit. And the cucumber's not going to kill me. It's like a pickle. If you know, you know. Because you know I love my pickles. That's what's for my lunch today. And they're talking about overtime. So of course, if I'm hungry, I brought these along with to have as a third meal. They're mini sticks, so I'll probably have 4 of them if I'm hungry. But I also made myself a high protein coffee. That's what I'm having for the drive. So that's it. I am in the little town of Chautauqua, Wisconsin. Have to stop at Quick Trip because points. Last night I stopped. I'm up to $1.20 off on my savings for gas when I go to church on Sunday. So I don't know, by the time I'm done this week, I'll probably have $2 worth of gas savings using my card. So that's a good thing. And it's not that I'm frivolously spending. Either I'm coming to Quick Trip for coffee, in which I'm not today. Gift cards for Amazon, I'm going to use them, or I'm going to be giving them away for gifts. Or I'll sometimes stop for a container of ice. I picked this up before, or got this at my house before going to Quick Trip, so I don't need ice. Or I'll get the milk for the husband. So I have to go. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate it. Tonight's an overtime night. Thank you so much for subscribing. On your way out, make sure you give me a thumbs up. At the end of this video, after it's up, let me know your thoughts because I couldn't read your comments. So my apologies. Thank you so much, everybody. I look forward to commenting on your comments. And check out the Meat Maven that was made by my gal pal, Amy Davis, otherwise known as Rockin' Coach Keto. Rockin' Keto Coach Amy. Thank you much, everybody. Toodles. Have a fabulous Wednesday. Cheers for now.